of scrimmage.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down. Tannehill. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
Here we go on fourth. Tannehill. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as this defense were a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on fourth down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics... football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. Tannehill on first down. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. Down inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
To the air again, Tannehill. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ryan Tannehill, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Josh Lambeau now for the point after. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it.
There he goes, left side. The 20. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
75 yards.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Who finds his receiver, Watson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Throwing now is Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill.
As this complete to Woods. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Tannehill with a little touch pass to his wideout. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and it's now 21-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early in the elements. You're on the road.
How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. After the interception, here's Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Robert Woods on the receiving end of that toss from Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And Frank.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Right.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And brought in downfield by Burks.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignments.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half.
And Rodgers is going to go down. In the end zone, it's a safety.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough, and that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
This is taken at the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Across the formation, Burks has it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. It's caught by Hooper. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, Tannehill. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself not just so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. On first down, Tannehill. A check down here for Henry. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Tannehill going to get this forward on the jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On second down, here's Henry. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On third down, Henry. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
They snap it to Tannehill. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Tannehill. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Man open his board. It's complete. He's going to have the first down and more than that. Touchdown, Titans. C.J. Board, 43 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from going up by 30. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. But CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Rodgers again now. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Rodgers going to throw. He finds Watson complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers on the move to his left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Open man, this is Lewis. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Throwing is Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. And it's a Packers touchdown. Josiah DeGuara, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. That's caught at the 1. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline. They want to do it with some gusto, too.
Henry again on 2nd down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now Tannehill with a little touch pass to his wideout. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Give them 11 on the gain there. And that'll be good for a Tennessee first. Tannehill now running the option to the right side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Yeah, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Let's go.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Woods. first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 64 yards on the ground for him so far.
39-yard line.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off the option, here's Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here we go.
2nd and 9. And the busy night for Henry continues. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Tiger.
Inside handoff, Henry. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. They'll run. It's Henry. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll get this down only to the 18. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing now, Tannehill. He's got it. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory.